So what makes a region, a town, city, geographical location desirable? Well, it mainly comes down to three things, or two things, depending on which way you look at it. Demographics and supply and demand for those areas. All other things, by and large, are going to be property related. So, demographics, what does this actually mean? Well, we're talking about people here. Population growth, how many people are currently in a city? What do those people earn on average? Does those earnings correlate to the type of rent that you would like to charge? The influx of different people into a city, the age group of the influx of the people into that city. All of these data points will help you to understand how viable your investment property is likely to be in the long term. Now, the next thing is supply and demand, and I've touched on this in some other videos, but how much demand is there versus supply in a local area? Now, ideally, the less supply of available homes or available rental property in that area, the better for you. That encourages competition, which of course will help you to increase your rents and your opportunity to stay profitable. It's a really good long-term indicator if demand has constantly outpaced supply in any given geographical area. Some of the questions that we might need to ask ourselves: are there any new build developments being built? How many are there? How many homes? Who are likely to buy those homes? Are those homes high-end or affordable housing? If some of the answer to these questions are yes, or adverse to the opportunity that we have, it may dilute the value of your property in the long term. It is important to say that here in the United Kingdom, as a general rule, demand always outpaces, or has historically anyway, always outpaced supply. If you're buying things like very niche property types, so student accommodation or houses of multiple occupancy, how many are there in the market? What universities are there? Are they Russell Group universities? How do those universities rank on a national and global scale? And so on and so forth. We also want to have a little bit of a think about what might make a certain area undesirable. GDP per capita, how much people earn relative to other people in the market, crime rates, lots of different data points will help us to understand how profitable our investment is likely to be. We think if you can find somewhere where demand generally outpaces supply, there's no long-term fix for that particular undersupply problem, you have a good demographic, particularly if you're looking at things like young professionals or families, crime scores are relatively low. All of these things will help you to have a very optimized property investment that will work well from both a tenanting and a resale perspective long into the future.